Let's meet the starting lineup for the visiting Toronto Raptors. At center.
What a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Here are the five for the Raptors. Barnes and Pirtle make up the inside pair. Emmanuel quickly out there with Jordan Poole. And it's Ingram in at the 3 slot. Clock at 6. And the layup's good off the glass.
And this is what you want more of. Ingram has to keep being aggressive like this.
Henderson kicks to Bledsoe. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
They're basically saying you're going to have to guard us at every point on the floor tonight if you're going to have any chance.
Barnes so physical inside. He can beat you down there as well.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Porzingis can't hit. And it's the Raptors' ball. Defeated by the Pacers in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
And really, I thought what was the difference in that game? Offensive rebounding or the lack thereof. A lot of one-and-dones in that game.
You know, if you're going to create more points, you need to create extra possessions. And getting wiped out on the boards kept that from happening.
And here's Porzingis. After Brandon Ingram getting his shot to go from deep. Here's Shakur. And Pirtle pulls it down. Fast break Toronto. And he jams it with authority.
Wow, you can see how high Jordan Poole gets up and off his feet. Be aware this guy's got some athleticism.
Porzingis with a screen on quickly. Henderson passes to Shakur. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Scotty Barnes picks one up.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
The Trailblazers shooting their first free throws of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And the Raptors with the ball, leading by 5. Ingram outside. Inside. When you think about Scotty Barnes, Doris, it's amazing how good he already is.
Kev, it's remarkable that he can affect almost every aspect of the game at a high level, meaning he can guard the opponent's best player, but he can also fill up the box score on the offensive end. Points, assists, rebounds, he can do it all.
Hey, Doris, how has Scotty Barnes advanced his game since being named Rookie of the Year back in 2022?
Well, all the physical skills are there for him. Tremendous athlete, cross-positional defensively. I think what happens for young players is they start to read the progressions of the game more quickly. Now you can put the ball in his hands, let him be a decision maker. This guy is a stat stuffer.
Here's quickly, and it's blocked. Henderson against Barnes, and it goes down 2 points.
Kristaps Porzingis with that release point and that size, difficult to check in the painted area.
And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Right now, let's check out the standings in the Eastern Conference and see how the playoff race is shaping up. You take a look at the Raptors. Right now, they're on the outside looking in at the playoff seeds.
And I think for Toronto, they haven't had the great season that some were expecting, but it hasn't been a disaster. They just need a few things to go right for them down the stretch.
It's an amazing thing. If you can get a couple of wins, generate some momentum, you've got to believe they'll be just fine.
Now, here's Bledsoe. He's coming off a 10-point game against Washington. Porzingis kicks to Bledsoe, and it's all evened up. Bledsoe's got 5.
Well, Porzingis does a nice job looking for the window to make his teammate better. Pretty pass.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, I caught up with the Blazers head coach. We got to talking about Jordan Poole and how you deal with a player like him. Coach smiled and said, we want to be as disruptive for him as possible. Anything we can do to prevent him from getting into a rhythm, we'll do it. Keeping Poole off balance is the plan here. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Now here's Barnes. 17 points in his last outing. And that one's good. Ingram.
The pure shooting ability of Ingram does all the talking there. He gets the ball and delivers that quick release.
Here is Bledsoe. 5 points in the game. Porzingis high post. Porzingis is doubled. Poole with the steal. Fast break Toronto. Pass to Barnes. To the paint. Here's Ingram. Score the basket. His fourth. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Shakur passes to Porzingis. In the corner, Henderson with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Another shot, and that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
Man, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Portis is checked in. Quickly the pass to Barnes. Back to Quickly. Good D by Bledsoe.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here's Bledsoe. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. Pass to Klingon. Rebound by the Raptors. Over in the corner, Poole. From outside, off the mark.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Goes up at the stripe. That doesn't fall either. He's missed his first 2 shots tonight. Barnes kicks to Poole. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes. Barnes has got 3 assists in the game. And the first time out of the game called here for the Trailblazers.
Checking out the stats for Henderson. Some impressive play from him over the last month. Averaging 15 points a game, 7 assists, and 3 rebounds. And with his great passing, he's been a catalyst for their offense, often seeing plays even before they materialize.
There's no doubt about that. Great anticipation, excellent peripheral vision. His talents are really shining through. Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
On the wing quickly. Henderson defending. And here's Ingram from the arc. It's rebounded by Portis. Trailblazers trail by 4. Portland had, Greg, one of the great guard combinations in Clyde Drexler and Terry Porter.
Man, that was one heck of a backcourt. And they really complemented each other so well. Drexler with his explosive scoring ability and Porter who could just do a little bit of everything.
Poole, no good.
Boy, against so little defensive pressure, you have to convert that.
Here's Henderson, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Now just a 2-point Toronto lead.
Boy, you love what this guy is doing right now. He's taking smart shots, shooting a high percentage, starting to cook.
Quickly finds Ingram. Barnes sets a screen for Ingram. Misses off the left iron.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Wow, hammering it in!
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim rattler.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now here's Ingram. 14 points from him the last game against Indiana. Barnes outside. Now here's Poole. Tight defense on him. And again, no good by Toronto.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Henderson passes to Portis. Over Barnes. Portis can't get it to go. And so it's Ingram who brings up the ball for Toronto. Barnes can't get it to go. Portland's gone, just 1 of 4 from 3-point range here in the first. Portis a screen on Poole. A shot by Shakur, no good.
Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
Barnes sets a screen for Quickly. Klingon with the steal. One-on-one fast break.
Already a gifted passer, Henderson has solid vision for such a young player.
Here's Barnes. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. And now on our rookie leaderboard, who are the rookies grabbing the most rebounds in the NBA right now? Let's take a look. Now a timeout called by Portland. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
Yeah, facing that hostile crowd, they just found a way to kind of tune out the noise and focus on the game.
Well, the best way to silence a crowd is with your offensive game. Those fans got quiet in a hurry when the buckets started raining down.
Quickly kicks to Pirtle. And here's Poole for three. And Klingon pulls it down.
I'll tell you, they're going to need more from this guy if they're going to cut into this deficit.
They've got Klingon. Henderson out there with Porzingis. And it's Bledsoe in at the three. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Koulibaly, no good.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Henderson passes to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Here's Poole. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And part of the reason they're down is that they haven't been as strong in the paint here in the second.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Portland.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
You've also got to love how their defense has been contesting so far, denying shooters to this point.
Just two to shoot. Fades and shoots. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Porzingis has got 6 in the quarter.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
Pass to Koulibaly. His three-pointers off the mark. Trailblazers leading by 14. Now Henderson quickly covering. Here is Shakur. Lets it go from 14. And again, it's Portland converting.
Just an excellent feel for the game. Scoot Henderson understands how offense is played.
Pass to Pirtle. Now Poole. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
There's 1:40 left in the first half. Clock is at 3. From the wing, it's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
A basket by Shakur.
And usually teams go on runs, and it comes from a lot of layups and dunks. But not now.
And Darko Rajakovic calls timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys.
Take a look
here at the numbers for Porzingis. He's been fantastic over the last 10 games or so, and tremendous confidence and consistency at the foul line. He ranks among the top 15 in free throw percentage.
And his ability to patrol the lane is a difference maker for that team. Exceptional timing and anticipation. That's why he's a top 10 shot blocker. Koulibaly with it, now guarded by Bledsoe. Barnes can't get it to go. Portland leading by 18. And that one's good by Henderson. Henderson's got 8. Now a timeout called by Portland, where there's a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting. Greg, what's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, you know, stretching the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the distance between that and how far in you have to defend. That's why analytics favors shots at the rim and from distance.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Here's Mobo. Ingram attacking. Makes a big high bounce and goes in.
And loving when Ingram uses that length down low, not settling for the jumper.
Setting the floor for the Raptors. We've got Bilal Koulibaly. Walter out there with Emmanuel quickly. Then it's Brandon Ingram. And it's Mobo in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Here's Ingram, and it's good off the back of the rim and in.
And this is Ingram's bread and butter, a terrific mid-range shooter who looks to score from there often.
Pass to Klingon, outside for Bledsoe. Oh, good on the triple.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And he bangs it home with one hand.
That's what we call a power finish. There's no such thing as gentle for the big man.
Here is Shakur. You know, Doris, we know how physical the NBA is, but can you talk to the importance of mental toughness as well, and what it means for a player?
Kevin, I don't think a player can be successful in the NBA, and certainly a team cannot, without some level of grit and mental toughness. And what does that mean? How does that manifest itself? It means handling adversity. It means overcoming a key injury. There's a toughness required.
Oh!
And that is first class right there. Can you believe that dunk?
I'm not sure, Greg, I can. That shot off. Nice D from Porzingis. Quickly against Henderson. Here is Shakur. Screen by Porzingis. 6 on the shot clock. Shakur kicks to Henderson. Launches it. The rebound by Brandon Ingram. Ingram's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Henderson. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game.
And guys, this is where their depth really comes into play. They've got such talent at that position. They'd love to have him out there, but they won't suffer much of a drop-off.
Barnes, he's checked in for Walter. Pirtle, he's checked in for Toronto. There's Shakur, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Scotty Barnes picks one up.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
I like this throwback approach they're taking, looking to score high percentage shots in the paint. And so far, it's working.
The other thing for this team today, they have a bunch of second chance points. They're turning misses into makes.
And the Raptors making a change here. Koulibaly's checked in. Down low, Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
I think this guy is a threat to throw it down every time Pirtle gets his hands on the ball. This guy has tremendous size and takes advantage.
Well, a trend that we've seen over the past couple years is that the league is getting younger, Doris, than ever before.
And Kevin, that's a product of players starting to train seriously at a young age. And what they're training is their skill level, handling, passing, and shooting. The key here is, do they have a nuanced understanding of the game? There is where the growth has to come, but it is definitely getting younger.
And Poole gets it to go.
Yeah, a problem from the mid-range. Jordan Poole understands how to shake free and get to that spot.
Portis the screen. Shakur passes to Bledsoe. Portis kicks to Shakur. Back to Portis. Second shot opportunity, and the layup is good. 28 points for him.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Pass to Ingram. There's the three. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. They set the pick. A basket by Shakur.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Quickly the pass to Ingram. Quickly kicks to Barnes. Cans it from downtown. Barnes has got 21 in the game.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities. I don't know if he's tired or what, but he is definitely holding back a little bit, and he has to step his game up right now.
We've heard some players, Doris, propose that refs should be fined for missed calls, especially with the game on the line. What do you think?
Kevin, I couldn't disagree more. First and foremost, the level of account